Let me speak for a moment to my good friends in the UK. My entire adult life, I have known various individuals residing in Great Britain. They've always liked to thumb their noses and point their fingers at us Americans, particularly on two fronts: our gun culture and our race problems. I have no defense, absolutely no defense for our gun culture. As far as the race problems go, yes, they have always existed here. But as I often told my UK friends during the 20th century, it's really easier to have no race problems when you have only one race, which was the case for a long time in the UK. And not only was it white, it was pasty white. If I'm in the UK, I'm like a tanning god, okay, compared to those pasty white Brits. So it was all whites forever in the UK. Which brings us, though, to the past couple of generations and the current moment in England where we see these anti-Islam and anti-immigrant sentiments reaching feverish highs. Now, how did that happen? Well, for decades, for centuries, the British never had any problem casting themselves across the globe, colonizing land after land under the UK flag, thousands of miles away from Buckingham Palace. As the saying went, the sun never sets on the British Empire. Well, it finally set, and in recent years, many of those colonized decided to make their way to London and environs. No, your Brits said. No. So it was okay for the UK to abuse its military and financial might for generations, controlling the lives of those halfway around the world. But when that world comes to you, it's trouble in paradise. And of course, a lot of those immigrants are people of color. Oops. Sounds like we got a race problem, Nigel. Speaking of the United Kingdom, let us now turn to Charlie Kirk. In the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, freedom of speech has become an issue. We will not delve into Jimmy Kimmel here. For what it's worth, what Brandon Carr's FCC attempted was a broad overreach of its regulatory powers. But that aside, just for the record, I've never been a Jimmy Kimmel fan and would have no problem if the marketplace, not the government, if the marketplace just swept them off the airwaves. I want to talk, though, about a different area of free speech that's come up. In the United Kingdom over the last year, they started policing social media in an effort to eliminate a lot of the toxic hate. You actually could be imprisoned for a tweet. So the Elon Musk crowd, naturally and understandably, scoffed at this and celebrated Elon for saving free speech in America in particular via X. Elon Musk was the savior. X was the new media. You get to say whatever you want to say. Okay, then explain this to me. In the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, those who lambasted the UK social media crackdown decided to orchestrate an electronic lynch mob against anyone who posted inappropriately or offensively in regard to the slain conservative leader. Lunatics like Laura Loomer decided to go after these social media miscreants, and she boldly declared more than once that she would get as many of them fired from their jobs as possible for their tweets. She was not the only one. There's even like an online clearinghouse that lists all the posting perpetrators who somehow denigrated Charlie Kirk after his death. You can go online and see, oh, look, there's the name of somebody I wanted to hire. They said that, I'm not hiring them. Oh, there's the name of somebody in my neighborhood who said that, I'm not talking to them. Okay? It's very similar to the list of sex offenders you can look up in your neighborhood. And why exactly would these people be losing their jobs? For exercising their right to free speech. So I am flummoxed. X saved free speech. But now when the free speech doesn't suit the free speech absolutists, they want to run the bad folks up the flagpole. I guess the rules of the right and the righteous are somewhat selective.